Hey everyone, I'm here with Chiavelli of Emiliani Enterprises, the founder of The Fourth Dimension, the amazing show that thousands of hairdressers turned out to witness a couple weekends ago in Atlantic City. But one of the most exciting moments of The Fourth Dimension was the introduction of Vidal Sassoon, and we all know that that was the last interview, the last industry interview with Vidal Sassoon. Andre, how did you make that happen?
Well, I think when we were, putting the Fourth Dimension together, and we were looking at every possible way to get an iconic person involved in the show, and of course with Tim Hartley and Nick French and Philip Wilson and Michael O'Rourke and all of the Joe Blackwell, all the greats that were coming together. But I didn't feel right if we didn't have the founder of all this, really, Vidal Sassoon himself. And so we had, fortunately, we were able to talk to his son, Ilan, who's a really great guy. And Ilan was really into the spirit of pulling the whole industry together that we were doing with the show. And Ilan had flown out to see his father, and he told us that when and Vidal was not feeling well. And then as soon as he started to feel well, Ilan had told us, okay, we can come out. And so we sent Valentino La Rosa to go out and film Vidal. And when they got there, I was on a conference call about 45 days ago with Vidal, and I will never forget that call for the rest of my life because Vidal really loved the fact that the industry was joining together, and he was proud. He was really proud of what was happening with the Fourth Dimension show, and you see that in the video. But the passion of what came through from this man is just unbelievable. And in the conversation I had with him, I asked him this one question because it was driving me crazy. I said, Vidal, when you were doing your thing, the fashion world was following you. I said, how did it now turn to where the fashion world is following the fashion designer? How do we get this back, Vidal? And Vidal said to me, well, you started it because you pulled together the industry together. He said that's the first thing because it's a great industry. And he said continue to keep the cutting standards high and, and continue to move forward. And I said, we really are trying to do that. We pulled the industry together for this event. And he said, stop right there. And he said, you did. And this is the first step. And so we were excited. And Vidal also in the video, he talks about that we really deserve much more credit, the industry. And he feels that that's something that we deserve. And he was really behind it. And the passion and love this man has, we all owe him, so much. And he's affected thousands of hairdressers. And he's the man and always will be the man. And we were just so proud and honored to have, when he opened up the show with the video, I think, it just really, shocked everybody, and the world of hairdressing loves him and will always love him, and I think that it was the beginning. I think it's the beginning of something. I don't think his journey's over. I think it's just beginning again, and I think he rallied with everything he had for that video, and you'll hear it. I mean, as you see it on Modern Salon TV, you will see this for the first time. The passion he pulled out once again, and Vidal stood by this industry one last time. And you see that in the way he was talking. It was totally amazing.
Well, it took our breath away, those of us in the audience. There really was a gasp, those of us who did not know it was coming. And how great to have Ilan Sassoon in there. Ilan is such a great guy. He's the founder of Sojourn. And he's just a really cool guy. And it's so wonderful that you were able to offer this to the hairdressing community. Kudos to you.
We were just, it was lucky. I guess it was meant to be, because I think the show was a turning point. It was a turning point for the industry to join its great talent together and to say, you know what, we have amazing talent. It's a great, great industry, and the world needs to take notice of who we are. And I think it's starting the change, and it's perfect that Vidal was part of this because this is where it goes down. We start to turn it around, like we had that discussion, where the focus, I totally feel 100%. The focus will become this way towards the hairdressers now, because fashion starts from the top down, and I think in the next 2 or 3 years, we're going to turn the tide. Exactly what Vidal was talking about, and if, it's such a great thing. Again, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be here, and he built the platform for us to stand on, and now we need to complete that mission.
It's great, and who says it better than Vidal himself and Ilan? So check out the video. Enjoy it.